And we brought out the Big Mac Daddy now. This is it.
Saving this for the holidays.
Incredible collection that you have. Half a century of proof sets, 1960 through 2009. We're offering it at a price break. In fact, this is $200 off today. $200 off. And again, you know, try finding people who put these highly collectible pieces on sale, okay? And if you can even find them, you're not gonna find them at a price like this. 128929. Okay, it's gonna take you a while to get through this one, Mike, so
it does. It's been about a month since I've been able to bring these out. They're getting increasingly difficult in the marketplace, oftentimes is the case. Given the size of this collection, 50 years. Of proof sets. Let me start at the beginning, if I may, which is, what is a proof set? A proof set is a special collection of presentation coins made expressly and exclusively by the United States government for collectors. They made individual proof coins starting in the 1800s and started making proof sets in 1936. Now, an original 1936 proof set's about a $10,000 set, of 37 sets about $5,000 or $7,000, so on and so forth. They continue today to the proof set being one of the single most popularly collected and released coins put out by the United States government when they put out the brand new proof set every single solitary year. As a matter of fact, if you want to buy the 2015 United States government issued proof set, buy it directly from the United States government. That's where I suggest that you buy it from. It's going to cost you, with shipping and handling, it's about $40, a little over $40 for the 2015. Now, if you want, like, let's say the 2013 or the 2012, those have already been sold out and are available in the marketplace for anywhere between $150 and $250. That's right, for the 2013 to 2012. But I'm not going to give you those. I'm going to start in 1960. These are all silver proof sets. And go all the way through 2009. And I'm not going to charge you $42 a proof set, or $40, or $30, or even $20 a set. We are going to sell you these sets for less than $20 a piece. And here's this. This is the, and part of this is, and this is kind of an extensive presentation. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here. But do not wait too late. Because what happens is people listen to me for 3 or 4 or 5 or 8 minutes while I'm discussing this, and you get kind of enthralled. And then by the time you call in, all of a sudden they're all gone. I've only got 200 of these to go around. Because what happens is this set represents what I like to call the dirty little secret of coin dealers. And here's what it comes down to. The reason that you rarely see collections of this size and magnitude and the number of sets is very simple. It's far more profitable. It is far easier, instead of selling the entire collection, to literally break up the sets and sell the coins individually. People say, well, how many people do that? There are far more of these coins sold individually than are sold in sets. And as a matter of fact, every single one of these is, of course, a sold-out limited edition. They literally become rarer and rarer and rarer with each and every passing day. So for $999, less than $20 a set, and I think you have on your card there with the number of coins. I think it's about 450, something like that.
It is a total of 331 coins.
331, my mistake. So $3 a coin. So $3 a coin. Now I'm going to go through this and start giving you some of the individual values of these coins. And you can understand why at $3 a coin, you're buying these like a dealer buys these coins. And one of the easiest ways for me to start with this, I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to grab this 2009 set. Now when I say it's $20 a set, it's not $20 a lens, it's $20 a set. This is the 2009 United States government issued proof set, all 4 of these together. This is the 2009 set. This is the largest proof set ever done by the United States government. You've got the 2009 presidential dollars. You've got the 2009 territorial quarters from the United States government. You've got the regular, the dime, the nickel, the half dollar, and the Sacagawea golden dollars. And then you've got the special 2009 100-year anniversary of the Lincoln cents in this, okay? And I'm not going to pick, that's why you get the original sets. So you can get those right there. Now, what I want to do is, remember, you pay $20 for this set. So if you go to the nationally advertised catalog, and I've got it over there, and this one I've done before, so I know this. So let's look at this $20 set and see what a dealer would break this up and sell this 2009 set for. Well, these 2009 quarters right here sell for $17.95 a piece. There's a piece.
Okay.
There's 6 of those.
Okay.
That's $108. These coins right here, these all copper Lincoln cents that were only done in 2009 and only done in the proof sets, $18.50 a piece. So we're almost $200. We're about $186 right there. The presidential dollars are $8.95 a piece. So that's 9 times 4 is 36. So we're about $150. We've got this coin right here is 20. This one is 13. So you're just about $200 for the 2009. For the 2009, you're just about $200. Remember, you pay 20. Remember, you pay $3 a coin, not $17.95, not $18.50, you know, not $8.95, and not all that. So you pay $20 for this set and $3 a coin instead of the $200 on a coin-by-coin basis. And people are going,
just stop there, right?
Yeah, well, that's $200 right there.
Look at the value of that. That is, and who can even put this together anyway?
Well, and that's the other thing, because you got to get every single solitary one of these. So, and now here's the 2008. This is the single most valuable of all the state quarters right here, the Hawaii quarter. That coin right there is $48. These are $19.95 a piece, okay? That's $130 right there. These right here are $14.95 a piece. We're a little over $100. This coin, the 2008 Sacagawea golden dollar that you see right there, is, I think, $44.95. You're about $150 for the 2008 set, a little over $150. So you're almost $200 for the last 2 sets. And people are going, okay, so you get 48 other sets, and you're at $250. They go, okay, well, at the end of this, that's kind of the most valuable. Well, then let's go to the beginning, okay? Let's go to the beginning. 1960, 61, 62, 63, and 64. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something here very interesting. Let's go ahead and take, I'm going to take this coin right here. What this is a 1962 United States government issue proof set. This is the way that they used to come to you. They would just mail these, literally just mail these that you see right here. They put a stamp on it, put your address on it. Here's the return address. I like United States Treasury, Philadelphia, PA. Just return it to the big building with all the money, I guess. They put this little buck slip in there, and it says to you, your U.S. proof coins have been carefully inspected and then sealed in a transparent envelope. This is from the Mint. This package was designed to prevent or delay tarnishing or discolorization. Nevertheless, sooner or later, tarnishing may occur. Care in handling and storing will help to prolong the newly minted luster of the coins. Heat and sunlight are especially harmful. Notice these are all gorgeous. Do not ask us to make exchanges or adjustments, okay? If there should appear what may seem to you, okay, a defect or scratch on a coin, it is no doubt a crease in the packaging material. We tell you this to save us both unnecessary correspondence. I love that. So that's the way that passes for customer service in 1962. So what I'm going to do, that's an original 1962 proof set. I'm going to do what virtually every other dealer in the country does, and I'm going to open this up because I'm going to try to sell you that, in essence, the Franklin half dollar that's in this set.
Which is so beautiful.
That is original proof from 1962 in solid silver.
Oh, my.
That's why this coin sells for $58.50. $58.50 by itself. Look at that coin right there. Absolutely stunning, absolutely perfect. It also comes with the silver quarter and the silver dime. Coin by coin, the 1962 set is nearly $100. Is nearly $100, as is the 1960, 61, 62, 63, and 64, because all of the half dollars are about $58, all the quarters are $39.95, all the dimes are $17.95, over $100 a set, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 850, almost $900 for 7 of the sets. Right. You get the other 43 sets, and understand they are not insignificant in value. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go over here just for a sec, because I've kind of added all this stuff up. I've got the nationally advertised catalog, and I want to go over some of the prices, because this is where it gets scary. Now people are starting to kind of dial in. Now they're getting it. All of a sudden it's like, okay, I get this now. I understand why it's a customer pick. Every one of these original coins. So you're $999. Now, coin by coin, I have added these up, and you're a little over, if you buy them individually, you're over $3,000. You are over $3,000. So that's why you're buying this like a coin dealer. You're buying it 67 back of retail is what it amounts to. You're buying it for a third of the retail value of these coins. Just the Kennedy half dollars. If you take basically just the half dollars in this collection, the Kennedys and the Franklins, you're at $1,000. You're at $1,000 just for the Kennedy half dollars. If you look at just the Washington quarters in this set, $700 in just the Washington quarters. Understand the Sacagawea golden dollars, these little silver or golden Sacagawea golden dollars, there's only 10 of them. $291 just for these one little Sacagawea golden dollars. The state quarters. If you start right here, we start here in 1999 and go through 2009, just these little quarters. I sell those on hsn.com for $449 for the 56 proof quarters. If you go to hsn.com, and look for the proof quarters in the presentation box. What I've done is I've taken a hammer, I've busted these things open that you see right here. I've busted these open, I've put them in nice little capsules in a red oak presentation box, and it's $450 for the last 10, 11 years of quarters. You get the prior 39 years of quarters. How about all of the proof Eisenhower dollars at 20-something? There it is, right there. Look at that, $449. Not only is it $449, folks, but look at it. It is 28 review customer pick. 28 reviews customer pick on just the quarters. So that's $449 for the quarter part of it.
Yeah, just for the quarters.
So if I take just the coins from 1999 through 2009, I'm looking at the better part of $1,200 or $1,300. If I take just the first 5 years, that's $500. Now you're about $2,000. Now how about looking at just these Kennedy half dollars in the middle? Remember I was talking about how Kennedy half dollars are so collectible and desirable, and people, we're in a wait situation on the phone. This is what happens, okay? This is what happens. We're going to give you, I don't know, 8 or 10 minutes maybe at the most on this. I don't know if they'll last that long because people are really starting to, you understand that you're buying like a coin dealer right now. You're getting these. So now let's look at the Kennedy half dollars. Now remember, you're paying $3 a coin. $3 a coin. So let's look at the 19.
That doesn't even include all of the goodies in the display and everything that you're getting with it.
All that other stuff. So here's 1994. So we're paying $3 a coin. This is nationally advertised catalog. $22.50. The 1995 is $56.50. The 1996 is $25, quite the bargain. The 1997 is $39.50. The 1998 is, they don't even list the 1998. The 1999 is $26.50. The 2000, $9.75. The 2001, $11.50, $10.50, $42, $25, $13.95. Those are the Kennedy half dollars, the new ones. Remember this one, the very first year of issue, this is $58.50. This is $42, $42, $42 for all of those coins. You pay $3 a coin.
$3.
Understand, you're paying $3 a coin. Yeah. You're going, yeah, but how about the Lincoln cents? So remember, I added up all the Lincoln cents in here, okay? All the Lincoln cents in here are $200 if you buy them coin by coin, not counting the 2009. So that's about $250. Okay. So for those, remember, you're going to get 50 coins. That's $5 a piece for the pennies. Okay? $5 a piece for the pennies. That's the lowest common denominator. Of course, the dollar coins average about $20 a piece. And there's a bunch of them, because you have all the Susan B. Anthonys. You've got all the Eisenhower dollars, including the Eisenhower bicentennials that you have up here. You have the presidential dollars down here. You have the Sacagawea golden dollars down here. All of the dollar coins in here are going to add up to, what is that, $300, $400, $500, $600, almost $700 in dollar coins. The pennies at $300, the nickels at $300. The dimes at $300 because of all the silver coins in there. The Kennedy half dollars at over $1,000. The state quarters at well over $449 just for the state quarters. Add in all those. Susan B. Anthony's are what, $32. Understand what your opportunity is here. Like I said, you get to buy like a coin dealer, and that's the key to this. Now, One of the things that we've done is we've offered holiday return, okay? So you have till the end of January. This is a set where you need the holiday return. And the reason is it's going to take you about 60 days to get through this, okay?
Just to go through it.
Just to go through this. Now, I want to, once again, I want to bottom line this. This is your opportunity to kind of own your own coin shop, if you will, and buy these like a dealer does because you're buying them at a third of what there would be if you buy them all individually. Understand, if you buy the brand new set from the United States government, the brand new set, it's going to cost you $42. It's going to cost you $42 if you buy the brand new set directly from the United States government. That is original issue price. And if you go to the next 3 sets after this, whoops, sorry about that. So you go to 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Okay? 2010 is going to cost you $150. 2011 is $200. 2012 is $300. 2013 is $100. So we have $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 for the next 4 sets. $700 for the next 4 sets. I'm going to give you the prior 50 years. Now, here's the interesting thing. The government only made proof sets for 47 of those 50 years. From 1936 to 1964, they made proof sets at the Philadelphia Mint. Starting after that, they decided to move the proof-making capacity of the U.S. government from the Philadelphia Mint to the San Francisco Mint. In typical government fashion, that took 3 years. Now, during that time, they didn't make any proof sets, and anybody that sells you these proof sets, almost always without exception for more money than this, do not include those 3 years by saying that they don't make proof sets, we don't include them. The real reason they don't include them is because they made sets intended to take the place of proof sets, and that are these special mint sets that you see right here. The reason they don't include them, they're just as rare and just as valuable and just as desirable. Those 3 sets, coin by coin, are almost $200. We include them because the government intended for those to take the place. They even say by the United States government, United States Special Mint Set. They were struck multiple times. They tried to give you all of that luster, all of those things that you wanted in a proof set, but they did it in a mint set instead. They did it in a mint set instead. So this is very important. Now, here's the thing about this. I've got almost 50 of these sold. My quantities on these are extraordinarily limited, and let me explain to you why. For me to be able to not sell you one of these sets to be limited, and I'm very limited in this, it doesn't mean that I can't find 50 sets. It means I can't find the 1996 proof set. All of a sudden, I can't find this set. It doesn't exist. And remember, all these in the original government packaging, as you can see, the original Treasury seals that you're going to see there, packaged by the United States Mint, the entire thing. And remember, not a single one of these coins in a single one of these sets was ever made, intended, or released into circulation. They are available exclusively in these sets. So none of these were any of the coins that you got at a bank or a post office or the general stream of commerce. As a matter of fact, the reason these coins are $20 and $40 and $50 and $60 and so on and so forth is if you want a San Francisco minted Kennedy $50, there is one place and one place only to get them, and it's out of one of these sets. You got to literally take a hammer, break this set open, and that's why this coin right here is $39.50. That's why this penny is $9.50, because the only way to get an S-minted 1996 Lincoln cent is out of one of these sets. Please understand what your opportunity is. And at this point, every single phone line is going, because this is exactly what happens. Like I said, I've been rambling on here for about 15, 16 minutes or so with this. And there's a lot of stuff. I understand it's a lot of things. I understand there's over $3,000 worth of coins. I understand there's $1,000 worth of $50. There's $700 worth of silver dollars. I understand there's almost $1,000 worth of quarters in here. I get all that. But now, when we come down to it, the quantities are exceptionally limited, because I have to get 50 sets, each and every one of them, individually hand-selected. I include all of the original government boxes and packaging, which is all the stuff that's down here as well. So all of that is included. That is of critical importance when you're collecting these coins. That's of critical importance when you understand the value. Once again, you go back to just the 2009 set. Remember, you pay $20 a set.
Or $3 a coin.
This is $200 coin by coin.
For a cup of coffee. You would pay more for a cup of coffee than for one of these highly collect. You could never put together a set like this.
Right.
If you could find it, you would pay so much more for it. This is everything. This is it. It is all done for you, right down to the original packaging. You will love this. You will love it. Your family will love it. It will stay in your family for generations. That's how collectible this is, and how exciting to be able to do it all. Do it all at the best buy of. I mean, truly, this is one of the best buys I have ever seen.
Now, well, not only that, because it's a buy, because you're buying like a coin dealer. Once again, this is the dirty little secret of coin dealers, is understand, coin dealers like to buy it like this, because then what they do is they say, I'll give you $15 for this set. I'll give you $8 for this set. And you go, okay, well, I don't know. I'll take $8 for this set, and I'll take this. And then they take this, and they wrap it in a towel, and they smash it open, and then they sell you this coin for $26, and they sell this coin for $12.50, and $6 and $6 and $14. And so all of a sudden, they take their $8 and they turn it into $80. And so what you do is you have the opportunity to do that. You have the opportunity to buy these for $20 a set. Now, once again, a set is different things. In 2008, you see the set is all 3 of these lenses. In 2009, there's 4 lenses that are down there. Now, we've got almost 100 sold. Not quite. Yeah, well, almost 100 sold.
Let me give you a quick update, because we actually now have way more people trying to get through to buy this than we have quantity.
Great point. Great point.
If you're even thinking about it, please use express ordering. HSN.com will help you to the front of the line, because it looks like every single one of these is now going to sell out. Please don't wait on this. This is absolutely the opportunity that you have been waiting for. I can't even believe it. And standing next to them, they're so, the gleaming quality.
Well, the proof coins, understand, and let me go back, and we're just about out of time here. I may spend another minute or two, because we're getting some questions flowing in here, and I want to answer those, because this is a big deal. Understand, we're towards the end of the holidays. I really only have one more show before the holidays, and this might not even be in it, because I don't think I can restock it if we sell these out. First of all, proof is not a condition. These aren't just really nice coins. Proof is a method of manufacturing. See, these coins are made differently. The only way to get these coins is in these sets. So if you're looking for a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, this is the only way to get it, is in one of these original sets done by the United States. That's why this coin is $27.95. These are not the coins that you have in, that you got at the bank, or the ones that you have in your dresser drawer. Those are just the regular coins. These are the proof edition of those coins. So these coins are different. It also means they are significantly rarer. It also means that they are significantly rarer than any of the other coins that are out there. So if you take a regular mint state coin, the coin that you get at bank or post office, these coins are going to be somewhere between 100 and 1,000 times rarer, depending on the denomination. Not a percent, 1,000 times rarer. They make 1 million of these, they make 1 billion of the regular coins. That is the difference that you're going to have right here. And that is the key to the collectability. The presidential dollars, you're going to get 2007, 2008, 2009. You're going to get the first 10 years of the Sacagawea Golden Dollars, which is over $200. Over 100 sets sold now. Over 100 sets sold. And as you mentioned, Allison, this is the key consideration, as we have about another minute or so that we're going to do here. I have got far more people on the phone than I have got physical quantities and sets. So understand, this is 50 sets. So I've sold well over 100. So that means 5,000 proof sets, every one of which is a sold-out limited edition. Every single one of these, understand, they sold these out in 1960. All of these half dollars are solid silver. You get the first 45 years of proof Kennedy half dollars. That alone is $999. Go to hsn.com. I think I sell them for $7.99 just for the Kennedys out of here. I know I sell the quarters for $4.49. Okay, I know I sell the Sacagawea Golden Dollars that are $260 in the catalog. I think I sell them for $129 or $149. Buy like a coin dealer. Here's the problem. I got 89 sets left. I don't know if we can show them that number or not. Well over. I'm 2/3, 3/4 sold out on this. I have twice as many people on the phone, but they may be ordering other things. So I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Remember, less than $20 a set. Every one of them original, every one of them sold out less than half the price of the current set from the government. Less than $3 a coin, save over $2,000 if purchased separately. But the key is you got to get on the phone and you got to take advantage of them right now.
I got to tell you, when you get this home, you will take a day off from work and just sit there and go through it and through it and through it. It's fascinating.
It might not be enough.
You're right. It might be an entire week because it's 50 years of proof sets. It is so, that's just unimaginable that you can get this home at this price. Listen, extremely limited now. Please express ordering if you can, and good luck with that because
good luck. I would use express ordering. Like I said, we are down to
5 dozen.
Yeah, 5 dozen.